after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Check 26, check 26. Check motion. Slam. Hey, check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. Right, 622. 12. Check 50. Check.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Oh, yeah, dude, there's some penalties.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
5 or 6.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15
I had
yards.
like a fucking touchdown score get taken away from the holding. All that beautiful shit.
Man, I don't want to put my shit on conservative.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Toss play, it's Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Switch gears. He's coming. Double up. Let's go, Mexico. Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
I forgot. This ain't my Oakland playbook.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 5 now. Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. No, 9.
Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40.
I'm looking.
And he'll get this all the way up to the
fucking
42-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 36. 24. 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Reset. 18. Check mark 54. Mark 54. Check pass. Check pass. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, dude. 31. Mike 54.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I know it's like when my Deshaun Watson first tries to take off and his shit starts hitting like this little X Factor
We
thing to
remind you
take
that
off.
coming
It
up
always
at the
hesitates.
half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Third and long. It's Watson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check, Mike. Hustle. 54. Know your job. 59.
Watson now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard
I didn't know he was
line.
going to cut like that.
And that's a great
Man.
example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
I thought
Here's Locke.
that
This one into the hands of
what he
Metcalf.
was on was
And
more
getting
like
this
a...
just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 11. You got time.
Luck now to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, I 7.
Throwing is Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
I got what? No.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, Locke. He'll find Metcalf.
What?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Debo's
Give him
not
6
good.
yards in the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime
Well, yeah,
report.
I just turned the ball over
We'll
when
see
I just
if
had a
week
field
1
goal.
fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
No.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike 54.
Here's Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Pick the edge.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Levante David in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And a big
Why
loss
can't
here
this
as he's
motherfucker
taken
run,
down.
bro?
Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
So one
It's like I can't go outside.
So
Contain.
they keep putting
Like it's got
themselves in third and
contained on
long
the way.
situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
I'm 54. Watch motion. Watch motion.
Let's see.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
That's you.
And he'll be taken down.
Yeah,
but
man,
first
that's
he
you.
gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
Tell me about it. To cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route.
I'm sorry. I swerved out to get like position to try to catch it, you know, because
Yeah,
there's
that's what I'm
A.J. Green.
saying, and I've just by the hair.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
No!
Under pressure, and
What
he
the
will
fuck,
go
bro?
down. Sacked
Why did he
back
pump
at the
fake?
38. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his
Oh
second
my
sack
God,
of the
this
evening.
motherfucker pump fake. Duh, he pump faked. Why?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears
the
to be
first time I had him
short.
anyway, like I threw it and it made him
a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Block on third down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy?
Damn,
he's double covered
shit.
and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check safety.
John 40, easy, alert. 11Z.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Here's Locke.
No!
Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got a little daylight. And they will score. That's 6 for the
Damn, I had to
Texans
hurry up and click on
team.
the other DB. That was scary.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times
that was just
it's
the
too
timing
many
of the
because
route.
how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
No. I haven't worked out much lately.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke.
Yeah, there's a fire on him.
He's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check three. Check three. Check three. Check three.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check out. Related.
Mike, 58, right there. Go on. Come on, Jim. Hey, alert three. Check out.
They go right back to Mack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
Now Locke. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke.
Got it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Brady, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations. Doesn't matter what it is. The things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Watch the back. Watch the back. Check. 54. 26.
Oh, shit.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Are you fucking
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tighten up. At 59. He's checking. Crash. Run him, go.
They'll try and run for it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
To throw is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
50's the mark.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
The 11-yard line.
And 19. You ain't nothing now. You ain't doing nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
had a nice run, too.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yeah.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check. Alert, alert. 42, 42.
Luck now to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Every fucking chump does that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know, yeah, just give it away.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. Yeah. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football, not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Houston, they start the campaign with a victory in front of it. Take on the